All right, back at it we go at home with Gary Sullivan. And as promised, Bruce Yacko from Jaws will be joining us. Bruce, welcome.
Well, good morning, Gary, and happy Earth Day.
Yes, sir. And we want to talk about Earth Day, too, because the Jaws products, I'm a little slow. It took me like 4 years to figure out Jaws meant just add water system. I'm telling you the truth. And because your bottles that the cleansers or cleaners are in are good for a long time.
Yeah, there's some other systems out there that have powders and little tablets that were around 40 years ago. You've got to give up your week's worth of groceries to buy that bottle. The bottle that they're going to use as part of the Jaws system, Gary, it'll last 1,000 years in a landfill. Never mind your cabinet.
Right.
And so, because we have a cartridge that is a child-resistant cartridge and filled with concentrate that's used and diluted into water, you reuse that bottle.
Excellent.
But beyond that, if it's a tablet, what's in that bottle once it gets emptied? And so maybe the label doesn't look good 3 years from now because of a lot of use of that particular bottle. Take the label off, and you have the cartridge label to identify what's in the bottle, and it lives the life of the bottle. And
you got it color-coded?
And those tablets, they don't always break down. Usually 10, 15 minutes later, they sometimes do, and if they don't, they clog the sprayer. So.
And speaking of Earth Day, plastic in oceans is a big deal. I think we sold a lot of our recycled goods at China. They hand-picked it and dumped the rest, and now we've got a big issue.
Yeah, no. People may not be willing to give up their SUVs on Earth Day, but knowing that you have 7 oceans filled with plastic, single-use plastic bottles out there in the oceans is a real problem. So reuse this bottle. It could be a multi-generational bottle if you choose.
Sure.
I've said in the past, you use it as a vase, take off the label, and put some flowers in it.
Yeah, it's good looking
but reuse it for the cleaners.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about what's in that because I used my Jaws glass cleaner this morning before I came to work. We had the grandkids
time of the year
over.
to do that.
But one of the really neat things is you got a Spring Caddy Pack.
We do.
This thing is very cool.
Yeah, so we introduced a caddy last time, and listeners, I'm sorry. We bought more than we thought we should. We sold out halfway through the first week. So if you didn't get them the last time, please order early. We tripled our order. We're hoping that we were able to satisfy everybody's needs. But in there, you have 4 different cleaners. Okay. You also have our cream cleanser. So they are all springtime type cleaners. You have the kitchen degreaser, and because you're grilling a lot. And talked to Brian this morning. He's doing a lot of grilling. Loves that product there. Glass cleaner, certainly you have a lot of glass you're going to be cleaning inside and out, whether it's UV coated glass or not. Who cares? You got baseball going on today and through the week, and so having a glass cleaner that has no ammonia alcohol or butyl in there to screw up the screen, and it's not just streaking the screen; it's ruining the screen with other products that are out there that were built 50 years ago when screens didn't exist. And so really all of the Jaws products are streak-free, they're fuming-free, they're modern-day cleaners for the modern-day home. All you're going to do is you're going to fill up your bottle with water to the fill line, insert that cartridge, it's about the size of a roll of nickels, tighten down on the sprayer, and it releases the concentrate in the water, and within milliseconds you're cleaning, not waiting 15 minutes with the hopes that it does break down in that area. But
and the really cool part of this is it's in a handy caddy. I mean, if you're cleaning the house, you don't really want to be there's no way to carry like 4 bottles here and there, but you put it in a really nice caddy.
Well, the caddy fits the bottles perfectly. It has an area for 8 cartridges, kind of like a holster. For that, it comes with some additional towels, some microfiber towels. We also put in there, we have a new product that we've just introduced as part of your glass cleaning experience to be able to get in the cracks and crevices, and a taller mirror in your area where...
that can be you got to reach over the vanity, and that's a problem.
Yeah, and how do you get into that corner of the glass and everything else? So it's a really cool new device that you spray the microfiber towel that fits elastically onto that chamber.
So it's like a wand.
It is.
How tall is that?
We'll call it a magic wand. How's that?
There you go.
Yeah.
How tall is that?
Well, I did my glass were outside because you're saying you did the same.
Windows,
20 feet up in the air. I just put it on an extension pole because you spray the microfiber towel
and then get the
window. You can get to 20 feet because you're
Now, you did it when everybody was out of the house, didn't you?
Oh, I did, because I didn't want
You
anybody
don't want them to know that. You don't want them to know you can do that. It's just magic. You don't want to let your secrets out.
Just walked in, there it was.
All right. I'm proud of you. So you got the caddy in there, you got the wand in there, and then you got this cream cleanser, which, by the way, I've used like 5 different places.
Yep.
And I, for the life of me, don't know what causes the black ring inside a toilet.
Oh.
I had at one time discovered that it was an old black washer that was degrading.
Okay.
But somebody told me it was
magnesium in the water.
Is that what it is?
Minerals in the water that does that.
And that stuff is really, really hard to get off. I used to use Barkeeper's Friend. It did okay.
Yeah.
I used the Jaws because I was telling you I had this
cream
problem.
cleanser, sure.
Cream cleanser, man, it knocked that out right now.
No, it does great. So you get little buildups around your drain rings, your faucets, your grills. You go outside, you're getting ready to go grill some things. Maybe you didn't clean it the way you wanted to last year.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on this. We have a pad that we give.
I like that.
There's two bottles of the cream.
Okay.
And there's 2 pads in there. Huh. And you just add water to the pad because it's a very highly concentrated cream cleanser. Okay. And add some cream to the pad and then go clean your grill. It'll be like fabrication new when you're done.
So
it's
you
amazing.
use it on
Even
a grill?
things. Oh, absolutely. The grates of the grill.
I've used it on this glass stovetop, halogen lighting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I used it on that. I used it in the toilet, a couple of toilets.
Okay.
Did a good
No,
job,
it
but
really
I haven't
is.
used it.
Yeah,
got a
tubs,
new grill so I
sinks,
can actually
grills.
keep it clean.
Well,
it gets dirty fast.
Hey, that kitchen degreaser that's in this kit.
Yeah.
If you'll clean right when you're done, with the grilling, turn it off.
Right.
Spray the grates, and then use a metal
brush
to take off the heavy stuff.
Right.
And then use a wet rag. That grill will look as good. My grill is 7 years old. It looks as good as the day I bought it.
Is that right?
Inside and out, because I use it
Weber
all over the
grill,
outside.
And I did not take care of it.
Okay.
And didn't even have a cover on it.
Oh, gotcha.
That thing was 17 years old. And I used the degreaser all the time.
Yeah. No.
When I say I didn't take care of it, I really didn't take care of it. Once a year I used the degreaser. But we'd put flavorizers and everything else so many times. It was time for a new grill.
It was time.
So I got a new grill.
Well,
so
good for you. Well, there you go. Now
you
you can start with the kitchen degreaser and be good there.
Yeah.
We also have the all-purpose cleaner in that kit that can do 1,000 of different jobs. In terms of cleaning outdoor, you're bringing the outdoor equipment outside, and you got tabletops outside and all that kind of stuff that you want to do.
Exactly
Lawnmowers.
What we used on our. It's a cast aluminum table underneath the screen porch.
There you go.
The multi-purpose cleanser.
Does a beautiful job cleaning on
really
that.
Made it pop, too.
Yeah. No, it's got a little polishing
so
agent
the multi-purpose in there. We talked about the glass cleaner,
Yep.
which, by the way, you can't screw up. Seriously. I mean that. There's really no excuse for anybody.
Yeah.
You can't get it to streak.
It's funny. I'll wipe down through it. I'll flood that piece of glass with the glass cleaner, which is the worst way you could try to ever clean glass.
So how should
I wipe
you clean
through it
glass?
once.
Yeah.
Well, spray it moderately, not heavily, on the piece of glass, or
guys
spray it
are
onto
bad
the
at,
wand.
Guys are bad at
they
too
do.
heavy.
But even if you did, most of the other things you need a fire hose and a year to get all that stuff off. Ours doesn't do that. So you wipe down through it once. Start, spray from the top down.
Okay.
Wipe from the top down, and then come around the edges of whatever it is you're cleaning, and you're done. And what people like, we sell a lot of. If you're a commercial cleaning company, what a great way to get these kits and a way to do that.
These kits, even for people that clean homes,
you're
because
in and out of homes. You're up and downstairs.
Exactly.
You're whatever. And really, the cleaners are designed for 1,001 applications. To have a kitchen degreaser that you can't use on your marble and granite, stainless steel, and cooktops and everything else, and need 15 different products to do that, it's ridiculous. So really, this kit,
all-purpose glass cleaner, kitchen degreaser,
and a bathroom cleaner, and a foaming bathroom cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah. So really, you can do 99% of what you need to do in the house with this kit. Grab it, go clean, put it away. You're done.
Yeah.
You have extra refills in there, so when you run out, you don't have to go to the store and buy some extra refills when you're doing it. We got a nice sale going on this week, so what a great time to do that. But at the end of the day, you have the extra refills to do that with.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about the sale. It's a 20% sale?
Yes. Okay. So we have different kits. that we have involved. So we have the Ultimate Kit for $49.99, which is 6 different cleaning products, whatever.
Okay.
We have the Caddy Pack, which we're introducing today as a new item for springtime. It says "Hello Spring" on it, nice little label. Has the additional tools in it as well. That is $59.99. And then we have the 2-pack for the cream. We have, if you just want to do the wand because you have a lot of glass cleaning to do, we have 4 cartridges in with the wand and a Jaws bottle and sprayer. So we really have different kits. Go online, jawscleans.com. You'll see all those things. But as part of our time with Gary, we have a 20% off discount on anything. I don't care whether you buy 1 cartridge or you buy 50 cartridges.
So fill up on the cartridges.
Oh,
they
absolutely.
don't take up much room. They're like the size of a roll of nickels.
They are.
I got a box in the garage, literally. That's where I have them.
Hey,
and I got all of them.
we have a 24-pack of cartridges. Now, a lot of commercial, if you have an office building, things like that, you're trying to clean, great. But with it weighs 1.5 pounds, and you can put it in your pocket, basically, and go do a lot of cleaning with that.
Well, we're going to take a break, but before, when we're talking about these bottles being refillable, this whole thing reduces so much waste.
It does, Gary.
I mean, it's got to be 80%
it's insane,
of the waste.
Gary, that we're throwing away billions of bottles, single-use bottles every year.
Yeah.
They're going into landfills. They're going into rivers. They're polluting things. Again, as I say, you can go out and spend $15 on a bottle if you choose. If you have that money, if you're mad at your money, go do it. But my bottle is going to last 1,000 years in a landfill, multi-generational bottle if you want. It's heavy-duty plastic. Why not reuse that and use the cartridge as a way to do that? Cartridges are completely recyclable, so once you get done with that bottle, simply fill it up with water, insert the cartridge, tighten down with the sprayer, and go clean some more.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about the glass deal because I know a lot of people are going to do windows. Now, Bruce and I are trying to, we're trying to claim that we're not, but we will.
We do.
We will.
It's too late. The cat's out of the bag, as you said, Gary.
There you go. All right, we'll take that break and then discuss that next. We'll continue. You're at home with Gary Sullivan. All right, back at it we go. Bruce Yacko, he is with Jaws, and it's jawscleans.com. It's a 20% off deal. It's code Gary, and that's all orders. They got the caddy packs and all orders over $35. In fact, you could get the glass cartridges even in a 24-pack, you said. And
absolutely, Gary.
Sometimes when I'm doing windows, it feels like I need all 24 only because I got a lot of windows.
Well, it doesn't take a lot to store them. They're very inexpensive. And
How many cartridges has Jaws sold over the years?
Well, Gary, we've sold over 150 million cartridges to this point. 150 million. And Gary, I'd like to say there's 150 million customers out there. There's not.
Yeah.
We've sold millions and millions of customers, Gary. But they continue to buy the cartridges. And why? I'm not blessed to sit in front of you today because if those products didn't work, because you would have told me, hey, Bruce, go pound sand. Go do something else. I don't like the way your products work. I'm not going to talk about it.
That's true.
The 150 million plus cartridges we've sold are to cleaning professionals, to consumers, to really all over the board. And they buy them because they like the way the product performs. And of all the things we did well, having a child-resistant cartridge, having it miscible in water, having it the ability to quickly use after sure, having a heavy-duty bottle designed for long time, and having a nice-looking bottle that you'd like to have out there, having a sprayer that is a commercial-grade sprayer. All those things were smart. But having modern-day cleaners that performed to a very high level, that were eco-friendly, Safer Choice certified, that provided you with a very high level of cleaning performance, along with all the other attributes that come from having an ecological product in the marketplace, was really smart. But I'm not here with you today, Gary, without having products that worked.
Well, that's
worked to a very, very high degree.
No question about it. In fact, I want to talk about that glass kit, but before I had, we're in the process of either refinishing or cleaning hardwood floors. They're 23 years old. And so this hardware specialist in our community came out, and we're talking. He goes, what do you use on this hardwood floor? And I said, well, I don't know when you and I kind of got to know each other, but I'd say 10 years ago, I said, we got this Jaws hardwood floor cleaner. And I said, why do you ask? He goes, because rarely do I enter a house with floors of this age where they're just yours are clean. He goes, they're not bad. He goes, first of all, I wouldn't refinish them unless you want to change the color. And if you want to clean and do a little patch, that's fine, but they're not that bad. Usually it's a smoky haze that's all over, and I just started laughing. I go, wrong cleaner. And he goes, they use that cleaner that has paraffin in it. And I'm not here to mention any names and tear anybody down, but be careful what you use on hardwood floors. And I can attest that hardwood floor cleaner really works.
Well, I can't imagine what it would cost you to replace all those floors today versus what you did all those years ago. And number two, having a product that is really safely designed for that surface, that doesn't leave streaks behind after you get done cleaning, doesn't attack the film on that floor, but just leaves a shiny, clean finish that has UL certifications to where the snubbing action on the floor is better after you clean than before you clean. So they're safer to walk on and all those things. But this time of year, after you've been in snow and everything else and rain and all the springtime, having a cleaner that you can do quickly, that when you get done with it, the floor is clean, that you're not hurting, there's nothing in there to hurt the floor. And I don't care whether it be hardwood, Gary, marble, granite, terrazzo, tile and grout. It works on all of it beautifully because the range of products is consistent across the range of our products. And
all right. Well, we got about 3.5 minutes, and before I let you go, first I want to thank you for your support of Habitat for Humanity. It's a dear charity to my heart, and I always appreciate your donation. Second of all, tell me about this glass kit that you're also offering as a special one.
This time of year. So again, having that wand, that magical wand that we were talking about, having a microfiber towel, 2 of them that come in that package that you can wash afterwards. Don't throw them away like you would a paper towel or something along those lines.
Nice.
That you have great reach. Yep. If you have taller mirrors in the house, tables, think about how do you clean a table underneath the glass table?
With these knees, not very easily.
No, but with our, right? It's terrible. It's the worst thing ever. You get down on your knees, you're trying to get under it. You got streaks when you get done. Well, this is a great way to get underneath glass tables and get that work done. Get to taller 20-foot windows. And again, because our glass cleaner has no ammonia alcohol or butyl, using on UV-coated glass, it's not going to hurt that as well. It has a little point. You'll see if you go online, you'll see. Hard to describe that on radio, but it has a real nice point, so it gets into the cracks and the crevices and the corners and all that kind of stuff. And use it on your car windows. How do you clean the inside of your car windows? It's a pain. You got the dashboard and everything else. You can get down in those corners. You get up into the corners and get it done. And again, you spray the microfiber towel, so you don't have to be 40 feet tall to go clean that window.
All right. Well, I know you well enough. I know you got more things on the horizon, but we can't talk about them.
Nope.
But we got plenty to talk about, and we got plenty to offer you. Again, let's recap the sale. The sale's 20% off.
Yep.
And it's at jawscleans.com.
That is correct.
And it's coupon code Gary.
Yep.
And it's on orders over $35.
Freight free.
Everything on there.
Yep, that's freight free. Anything 35 or more is freight free.
And you got caddies. And you got the 4-pack Spring Caddy.
Yep.
And you got the Ultimate Caddy, which I've talked about before.
That is correct.
All filled with these wonderful products. And then you got the glass cleaning.
Yep, and then the new cream cleanser that really does a lot of heavy-duty lifting, a lot of heavy-duty cleaning there. And
150 million cartridges. I guess it works. So is the
Gary,
leader
over
glass
68%
cleaner?
Of people who bought continue to buy cartridges.
Sure.
Continue to buy the new products that we introduced to the lineup. And
so now's the time to fill up your shelves there.
Yeah.
Biggest seller glass cleaner since it was the first?
The glass cleaner and the all-purpose cleaner.
Yeah.
And the cream cleanser is like selling off the charts. It really is great. The oxygenated bleach that we have in there, and it really does.
There's that word again. I use that word. What's the chemical name?
Well, it's
I can never remember it either.
It's an oxygenated bleach.
Bicarbonate, tricarbonate.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to look it up. But I always said oxygenated bleach, and everybody go, "What is that?" And I go, "It's miracle stuff."
Well, coffee stains, berry stains, things that get in your sink all the time. Tea stains, it just takes them out and takes them out beautifully without hurting the surface, and it goes clean again.
All right. Again, it's jawscleans.com. Bruce, thanks for swinging down to the studio. It's very good to see you again.
Well, happy belated Easter, everybody. And Gary, great to see you. I love you, and really glad to be with you all these years later.
Very good. Thank you much. jawscleans.com. Coupon code Gary. We'll continue with your calls at 800-823-8255. At home with Gary Sullivan.